Hey guys, JR over here at No Bad Days Kayak here in New Braunfels, Texas at the Texas Ski Ranch. Just want to do a quick little video. We're unboxing a Hammerhead Bull Shark today, and I just kind of want to do a little walkthrough of what you can expect if you were to purchase one of these guys and have to assemble, you know, the seat, drive, and rudder on your own. So yeah, let's flip it around here, kind of show you everything. So how you'll get it, you'll get a box right here with the seat. I'll show you how that installs. In this white bag here in the cockpit area, you see that's the drive. And then back here is the rudder that will also need to be installed. And I will walk you through how to do each of those installs and get to it. All right guys, so the first thing you need to do before installing your seat on the Hammerhead Bull Shark is remove this bar here. They send it like that for shipping purposes, I guess, to give it a little bit more cushion. That way it doesn't get damaged. But they actually include the Allen wrench, which is located in the front hatch. So that's the first thing you're gonna do, is remove these little Allen screws and then take off the bar, and then we'll be ready to install the seat. One thing to note when you're taking off this guy, I just realized that one screw was a Allen head and the rest are Phillips. Not sure why, so you may get some with Phillips, may get some with Allen screws. But yeah, essentially just take these guys off here. All right, and then toss those, we're not gonna need those. And the little brass inserts that was holding those bars down, that's where these will lock in the seat. So those will stay in the rail system and slide up and down. Let's move to the front one here, take these off real quick. All right, so got those out of the way. And essentially now, we grab our chair, get it all unboxed, packaged. Okay. So these are gonna go on the outside of the chair on the legs here, 2 on each side, and they're gonna lock in, like I said, with these sliding brass inserts that go down in the rail. Get them lined up, you're just gonna tighten down the little knobs on top, and I would just get them kind of finger tight. Don't tighten them all the way, because you're gonna need to move the seat around when you're installing these. You want them kind of free as possible, so it's as easy as possible to move it up and down. All right, we got one on there. We're gonna put one on the back now. Line that up. Once you get it lined up, you'll tighten it up as well. And we're in over on the other side. We've got the back one on this side. Now we just need to line up the front one and then tighten everything down. All right, and then the seat back straps are just the cam lock style, so you'll run your strap through and out on both sides. All right, like so. What I'm gonna do is loosen this guy a little bit so we can kind of move it all the way to the back. And then this is an adjustable seat. So right here is in the lowest position. This would be the middle position, and then the highest position. And then once you get it to where you want it, you'll just adjust your seat back straps and then tighten these guys down whenever you get it into place. All right, so whenever you get your drive, it's gonna come in this sleeve here. Take it out. So you got the lower portion with the fins, and then you're gonna have the pedals separate. One pedal, 2 pedals. Then they also include an extra set of fins, which is nice. So in case, you know, down the road you wear out the original ones, you've already got some replacements there. And they include the wrench to put the fins on. Or I've got a longer one here, an 11/16. This is what will tighten this bolt once you get the pedals on. So let's go ahead and do that now. And take these bolts out on both sides. Usually they're just finger tight, so you can usually get them without the wrench. And take off your packaging for your pedals. so take your drive. Your idler pulley up here is the front side of the drive, so this is how it would mount inside the kayak. So when you're gonna put the pedals on, just make sure you orient it the right way. They're labeled on the back side here of the pedal. This is the left. So you pull this, push this bracket in, which releases the pin, which will slide down in and lock into place. Once you got it in place, you're gonna line up the bolt. Go ahead and finger tight until you're gonna need that wrench. Got that one on there. Go ahead and put the right one on, doing the same process. Decompress this button here, and then you'll lock it into place, like so. Okay, and then again, line up the bolt on the other side, and then tighten that down. Then we'll grab our wrench and tighten them down. You don't gotta crank them down too tight, because when you go to adjusting these, it may or may not be too tight depending on how tight you got this. So just hand tight, you know, you don't wanna be cranking on it or anything like that. That way the adjustment, if you need to make, is really easy out on the water. Yeah, that's about what you want. And then these little straps just loop onto the other side here and lock in depending on, you know, how open you want it. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on the second one for video purposes. Okay, like so. And the way you adjust this drive, so when you grab these like you just installed it, you push them outwards towards the outside of the drive, and that will release that pin in there, and then you can move the drive forward or backward depending on where you want to put it. I'm going to put it somewhere in the middle at a setting 4, and then someone needs to adjust it, they can. And that's the drive portion, pretty simple. All right guys, so we're gonna move to the rudder portion of this install. So essentially what we gotta do first thing is take off these little wing knobs on the back of your steering lines here. One. Okay, now we got those off. You grab your rudder here. Make sure nothing's kinked up. All the lines are you know, free of everything and snags. What you'll do is take your rudder, and there's a little cutout right here in the back of the boat right here. You're gonna slide the pin down through until it's flush, and then you grab your rudder pin that was in the front hatch in the little hardware bag. And on the bottom side of that rudder pin that you slid down in the hole, you're gonna stick this little rudder pin through, and that's what's gonna hold that rudder on. So there's my hole. You can manipulate the rudder sideways. It makes it a little bit easier getting up in here. All right, there we go. Okay, so now the rudder's in. So next step is you're going to take your steering lines and run them through these posts on each side. So there's a little cutout again. You're going to stick the steering line bolt through. And then you're gonna take your wing knob and go ahead and tighten that on there. Not all the way, we'll make sure everything's nice and adjusted properly. And just to hold it on there, take your other side, same process. Put that wing knob. Do not cross thread, that's not on there. Now we've got that on there. We don't want these too tight to where these lines don't have any play in them, because that's going to make turning this rudder have quite a bit of resistance. So again, you just kind of want to make sure the lines are, you know, have a little bit of slack but not too much, and then tighten those wing knobs down. That way they're not backing off on you as you're utilizing this drive or the rudder. All right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and install the steering handle for the rudder. Real easy. Essentially there's a little cutout on the back side of the handle, and it fits down right in this little groove here. Push that all the way down, grab your little tiny Phillips screw here, and this is what's going to tighten this guy down. All right, and again, you don't want to over tighten it, just hand tighten that, and then you're good. Pretty easy.